Yep. Yep. Alright. Let's hope this works. Hello, everybody! Greetings, companions! Boys, girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between. It is I, your host, Lava Captain 2000, and I welcome you back to Pikmin. Specifically, welcome to Pikmin 2. Pikmin 2 being the sequel to Pikmin 1, obviously. And pretty much a direct sequel to Pikmin 1, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to play this game when I'm right now. The second reason why I'm playing Pikmin 2 over the previous game that I was going to play, which in case you guys were curious was Super Mario Sunshine, and that's probably going to be next, is because I like Super Mario Sunshine, but my god, you play it once and you don't want to play it right after for a while. So we're playing Pikmin 2. I think it makes sense from a logical standpoint to play 1 and 2 one after another. It gets people that are Pikmin fans invested in the channel. And don't worry, for those of you who are worried that after Pikmin 2 I'll never play Pikmin again, there's a lot of content in Pikmin. On top of the fact that I'm already beginning to record Pikmin 1's challenge mode. So don't worry if you feel like once I finish this up, I'm never going back, because Pikmin is one of the few franchises that I don't think I ever could leave for an extended period of time. Heck, one of the reasons I got a capture card was so that I could record Pikmin. Anyways, enough basic mumbo jumble. The plot, that weird thing that moves the game along. So Captain Olimar made it back to his home planet of Hokotate. God, I hate how it's pronounced, and from this point on, I will pronounce it Hokotate on purpose. And from there, it's revealed that his employer, Hokotate Freight, not Hokotate, Chocolate Freight, one of its employees, that blue guy named Louie there, encountered a ravenous space bunny while shipping golden carrots. And the Space Bunny ate all of the carrots. Then the president took out a loan of that. Hey, look, it's Super Mario RPG coins. They're called Pokos, for those of you who are curious. Trust me, we'll be talking more about that number in a minute. But essentially, in ordering to repay the debt of all the golden carrots, they had to sell my ship, the SS Dolphin, to repay it. So that's fun. Then we find out that the worthless hunk of junk, that bottle cap right there that Olimar brought home for his son, is worth, and I'm being literal here because the game itself points it out, a year's salary. Right there. When you put it in perspective that 100 Pokos is a year's salary, first of all, holy crap, they need some inflation. We were more than happy to give you some. And number two, holy crap, that planet must have more. So we're going to do what any logical explorer will do, which Olimar, by the way, is not an experienced explorer. He is not. He is a freighter. It's like Son Goku. He is a radish farmer, not an ungodly superhero. He might be really good at fighting, but that's not his primary job. God, I'm comparing Olimar to Son Goku. What a world I live in. Anyways, we hijack, we head back to the planet to go and repay the debt. Our adventure begins in a new area of the Valley of Repose. In the time it took us to get from point A to point B, the planet has changed seemingly overnight. And because Murphy's Law dictates that we will never be able to have anything smooth when it comes to landing on the planet. God, I'm burping. We are going to lose our buddy in the crash. This is the ship, the third adventure on this journey. How much you like the ship determines entirely on whether or not you like unskippable cutscenes. If you don't mind them, he's fine. If you do, you hate him. I don't mind the ship, but I will state that the ship does get annoying as the game progresses. Especially, well, not even especially, he gets better as the game progresses. The early game, the ship is nearly constantly talking about every little thing, which makes subsequent playthroughs a joke. As a matter of fact, I think optimal, like, speedruns of this game are entirely revolved around how effectively you can get the ship to shut up in the early game. Usually I go over basic controls. I did it for Luigi Galaxy, and I did it for Pikmin 1. I am not going to do it for Pikmin 2, because most of the controls are pretty much exactly the same as they were in Pikmin 1. When we come up with a new thing to go over, I will explain it briefly. But that's about it for controls. Basically, if you saw episode 1 of Pikmin 1's LP, of our day 1 Pikmin video, you'll know the controls for this game. Anyways, in addition to that, I also will not be going over any new mechanics other than brief refreshers to anyone that is not new to it. So yeah. Now that we have murdered their first wild beast on the planet, Louie is suddenly alive because he smells meat that he can cook. And this brings us to our first new mechanic of the game. Pressing the Y button will allow you to change captains. I think now would be a good time to mention that I am playing the Switch port of Pikmin, as you might expect, because I played the Switch port of Pikmin 1. I'll be doing the same for Pikmin 2, 3, and 4. So, yeah, there is that. Anyways, moving on. From a gameplay standpoint, Olimar and Louie are the exact same. The only thing that's different from Louie, other than cosmetically looking like Louie, is the fact that his whistle's a train whistle instead of a regular whistle. This is an onion. It is basically the mothership for the red Pikmin, specifically. This is the red Pikmin onion. Bodies and pellets will be taken back to this, and they give you more Pikmin when you, they slurp them up. So, yeah, there is that. And that's pretty much it for the onions. These things around us, those flowers, are called pellet posies. Pellet posies are very useful, as you might expect. Pick it, thank you. Anyways, this is a Pikmin. There are 5 types of Pikmin in this game, amped up from the original 3. So we actually have some new types of Pikmin. The Pikmin in this game are, well, I will say that they are, okay, I don't know what that was a sentence that had no end to it. I don't even know what I was gonna say. If there's a new addition, basically I'll give a brief overlay of each of the types of Pikmin when we get at them, if they're returning types, so red, blue, and yellow, all of which return in every subsequent game. There isn't a type of Pikmin that vanishes from the Pikmin index, other than purples and whites from Pikmin 2 to 3. There are 5 types of Pikmin in this game: red, blue, yellow, purple, white. We'll talk about purple and whites when they come up. But, namely, they are, they're new types of Pikmin that function pretty different from every other type. Anyways, just gonna go ahead and quickly run through the dialogue, get through it as fast as possible, because I know you guys really don't want to deal with large amounts of waiting. You guys, anyone who's watching this LP knows, is either watching it because they haven't seen me before, or because they understand what's going to be coming after this. Most people watch Pikmin games for the vast amounts of screwing people over. Pikmin 2 is definitely the most difficult game in the series, I believe. Well, no, I don't believe, I know. Water! They are, Pikmin 1 had a same difficulty that was balanced. The longer you go, the easier the game got. With every new area, there was a bump in difficulty of the enemies. In Pikmin 2, the areas themselves aren't that bad, but there is, like, another mechanic that makes the games so much worse. Add on to that the fact that I am unsure of how I want to do... Oh, shit. Don't... I'm messing with cords, so if everything just cuts out... Good. Okay, it didn't. Anyways. As I was saying, I don't know how I'm going to do days in this game, because there's a new mechanic that's added that makes days last for frickin' ever. And that's like my one downside in Pikmin 2, the fact that this game, the days are very long and tedious. Damn it. I was trying to whistle both squads so that they could both be with them. Anyways. We have now reunited with Olimar, or I guess we reunited with Louie is the proper phrase, because Olimar was with the ship. We're going to go ahead and drag this corpse back. One of the things I hate about Pikmin 2, probably the most annoying thing that I hate about Pikmin 2, in my opinion. Unlike Pikmin 1, 3, and 4, when you throw a Pikmin, it does not count as no longer being a part of your squad until it hits the ground. This doesn't seem like a major thing. It is. It is, especially when you're fighting enemies or when you're trying to divide up tasks, because you could accidentally throw one too many or one too. Essentially, you have to manually guess when you've thrown the right amount of Pikmin, which is not fun. I will admit it is not fun for that. Anyway, I was gonna wait for this this corpse to get over here. This is a dwarf red bulborb. First enemy of the game. They're not that hard to kill. And by the way, be ready. You're gonna see a lot of enemies in this game. Whee! Anyways, gonna go ahead and grab you guys, then disband you, wait for these seeds to sprout. I'm watching my clock a lot because recently I have been having problems with my recording software and my capture card. There will be times when it just my entire system ceases functioning, and it essentially disconnects everything. Might need to recheck that, clean it, do that. I haven't cleaned it in like a week, so I might have messed something up. Anyways, we're gonna carry this. This is a battery, by the way. I don't think I ever mentioned that that was a battery. That was a giant AA Duracell battery. Well, not a Duracell battery. It's a regular battery. In the original GameCube version, this was a Duracell battery, because Nintendo, to sort of amp up the fact that the planet we are on is in fact a post-apocalyptic version of Earth. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's post-apocalyptic version of Earth. It might just be a part of Earth that we haven't, that doesn't have any humans in it yet. But, to sort of hype that up, Nintendo made a lot of product placement deals with companies to promote their products in this game. And by the time they made the Switch ports of Pikmin 2, the products had, those contracts for those product placements had all expired. So rather than get them all, they just went, you know what, screw it, we'll use the Australian version, which for some reason does not have any of the new things in it. Anyways, that is our first treasure. It is a big battery. What does it say? It's a AA battery? No, but just says nothing. This is the Courage Reactor. 280 Pocos, putting it on the high end of products that we'll be getting here. And much like in Pikmin 1, once you've collected the very first neat little doodad, the game itself decides that it is time for you to end the day. So, yeah, there's that. And much like in Pikmin 1, we have to fly above the surface to avoid all the indigenous predators. The first day has been a glowing success. And I didn't even know you could skip that cutscene. I've never tried to. I need to calm down about the possibility of my software corrupting. This is my third take at this, by the way, just to sort of drive the point home. It keeps on disconnecting my recording software, which fricks up the editing thing, because it removes my, it essentially removes its, maybe I'll start ooh, that's actually a good idea. Maybe I'll do that for next one. Anyway, we get our funds earned today. We've raised our funds at the lemonade stand. We got 20 Pikmin. You also see in a new way, previously you could only see how many you lost in battle, which basically covered water and fire, or to sunset. Here you can see battle, fire, water, electricity, explosion, and poison. I believe battle only indicates, battle includes being eaten or being crushed, and nothing else. Because if an enemy burns a Pikmin to death, it is, well, no. Burned, crushed, or shot at. My bad. And yes, I did mean shot at. Anyways, we get our mail. You found your first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. And we're going to go ahead and save our game. And we now have 208 treasures. We're going to take a look at 2 more things before I end this video. Right side, we have the treasure hoard. The treasure hoard briefly goes over all of the treasures you have obtained, how much it weighs, and how much treasure you get. You can also zoom in at it, and that's about it. You can also press this right here. You can pull up Olimar's journal entries on it, and once we've collected a certain number of them, we can do something else with that, but we can't do it right now. This is the Piccolopedia. The Piccolopedia is where we find every single fauna and flora that we have encountered throughout the game. You will see how much it is worth in Pokos, if you can bring it to the ship, which we'll talk about that later. How many Pikmin you've lost to it, and how many of it you have defeated. For creatures that can't do that, sorry about that. For creatures that can't do that, it just shows the 4 lines. For creatures that can, you get this. You can also throw carrots at it, Pikmin carrots at it, so you can see how they eat Pikmin. And you can also look at Olimar's notes. Olimar notes detail a biology lesson about the enemy, whereas Louis tells you how to cook them. You can only unlock Louis' notes if you have 100% of the game at least once. Otherwise, the Louis' notes are completely unobtainable. Today we got the Dwarf Red Bulborb and the Pellet Posy. I'll talk more about those in the next episode. Kind of wanted to get through this episode really quickly, as you can see by how fast that I'm talking. But next time on Let's Play Pikmin, next time on Pikmin 2, we are going to be going back to the Valley of Repose and seeing if we can get more work done there. Until then, please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter if that's something you care for, and I'll see all of you wonderful people in the next episode. Later, folks. Nailed it.